Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 9th episode of Girly Air Force. So, last episode, we got to meet the pilot of Viper Zero, I believe it was called. And she has this interesting ability to kind of look like how you want to view her, sort of. I don't remember the exact mechanic of it, but basically she looked like Mingwa to Kay and different people to other people, and she seems to be pretty helpful, you know? She helped with the whole Mingwa situation as best she could, but when you're as dense as Kay is, it's only gonna do so much good, unfortunately. But, you know, she seems nice enough. But yeah, I think the episode ended off with somebody like coming out of their ship that I didn't quite recognize, so maybe we'll expand on that. I don't know. Let's just get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Not quite sure what we're doing here. Are we in some kind of dream or something? I don't really get this. But it's just very weird how this is framed. Yeah, it must be some kind of dream. You're confused now, Squeepin. Johari. Did I miss something? like where we met, or yeah, I think we're losing our connection. It's a very weird scene. That's not how I would describe them. Okay. Color me confused. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, but it was probably a bit more than a dream. But I don't really know what to make of that. We gotta go on a quest to get our memories back at some point. I don't know. Not how I expected to start the episode, I'll be honest. This very weird, distorted K walk-in scene was just really weird. Gotta break the blue. Okay, let's get back into it. Unphysical layer. Okay. I don't want to. Leave me alone. You're not my mother. Weirdest understatements. Hurry up. You know she seriously throwing English at you. Yeah, I imagine that's a rarity. Probably will. He's always got something to do. You know, past experience and all that. It's hard to believe. I feel like he's gonna get a phone call and he has to leave. I don't think I'll be able to shake that feeling. And there we go. Somebody to show up to ruin it, as always. Are they more important than saving the world? Poor Minghua. Feel so bad for that girl. It's not really his fault. It better be. Well, that's kind of rude. Yeah, who... Oh, is that like what that one guy that came out of the plane was supposed to be a part of? Tomorrow. Wow. Atsuki. Atsuki base, specifically. I feel like I've heard that voice actor before. William Schenkel. Schenkel's a name. Sounding like a cankle. Oh, girl with blue hair. Well, Anima, I figured, but more importantly, a girl. She seems nice. I'm pretty normal. Aside from in the head. I mean, I'd be okay with it. I love the skirt. So, Rhino. Can I call you Natsuru? Because you got the blue hair. Wow. Oh. Shanghai. Oh, cool. Daughters are worth researching? This is Creepin. Taking back Shanghai? Shanghai, however you pronounce it. I hope so. Well, of course, why you're here. There were a lot, yeah. No, 200. No, 300. No, a million. Is that not a concern to you? Oh. Okay, so that's all you got. You better. Those are helpful. Oh, can we talk to them? Loading screens. The worst. A countdown timer. Well, now it's a count up timer. Oof. I was gonna crash into them. Well, they're lost. Brawler. Cool. Is it effective? Huh. That definitely going to be very helpful. Damn. A lot. Well, that's really promising. Encouraging. Wow. Called out. I can see we have a bit of a difference of opinion here. Philosophical differences. Oh, Greepen, we gotta get this girl a snack. Rhino, you got anything around here? Yeah, let's leave these two alone, you know. Uh, Sounds about right. No, daughters are much softer and warmer. That's a big question. Oh. Well, they could try. They could do their best. So the value is in the numerical value. Yeah, I can understand that. Well, okay, I definitely get that now. Oh, she brought food. Yeah, she seems nice. I like her. Just give her the food. Yeah, just... Oh, pizza. I didn't see what it was before. Oh. Oh. Just stick it in your mouth. Yeah, of course. Feel free. The power of love or something, I think. Uh, she's gonna eat all the food. Not the answer she wanted, clearly. There are, but I mean, not a lot to say. There you go, that's perfect summary. Yeah, I was waiting for the inevitable sneeze. Wow. Just called her a baka. They're eating, they're eating food, alright. Yeah, it's definitely enviable. Sounds about right. I guess. You're weird too. You always gotta have an enemy, you know, never can have enough of them. I hope not. Could we just eat the pizza? I mean... Only one of you were actually eating, though. Oh? You did say that. True. He's quite a bit taller than Griepin. He's just so short. Okay. Makes sense. Protect humanity. We get a prize. What's the significance of 10 years? Will the Zai just give up and leave? Wireless mouse. Makes sense. But... And yeah, they all died. Of course. Yeah. It's not going well. I just blame my mouse dying on me for why I'm losing. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad. Well, I lost. Kind of reminds me of that one game where you, like, make a virus and you have to try to kill everyone with it. Can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Epidemic, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, it's not going very well. All I remember about the game is that Madagascar was always a giant pain to defeat. We're not doing very good at saving humanity here. Griepin? How will she do? I kind of want to try too, but I guess that's not possible. Let her take her turn. Don't be a backseat player. Huh. Wonder what her strategy is here. Huh. I think I might be starting to get it. Oh. Okay. But, the man who survived. Okay. Calm down. Reapin's pretty smart. Not very scientific at all. Hands off. She's not yours. I I need an adult. Yeah. Try for the best. Yeah, clearly. You really didn't do much in that scene, did you? Uh, Probably not. Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? And then we should be able to talk to them. Well, if we can. Oh, hand touch. She's probably pregnant now. Hope you know that, Kay. Of course she is. Who else would Reapin be? Yeah, I had a feeling it would end off on that note. There's at least 2 anime this season that utilize puzzle pieces in their opening slash ED. I'm sure I've seen at least half a dozen that utilize them in general. Eagle and Phantom did not get much screen time this episode. I think Mingwa had more screen time than they did. Okay. So, that was the 9th episode of Girly Air Force, and this was an interesting episode. I mean, I already talked about that first scene a bit, but, you know, clearly trying to foreshadow some future events with that weird dream type thing. I'm sure it wasn't completely a dream, it's probably some residual mind stuff from Reapin inside of him, you know? It's probably. Like, I don't think it was just a dream, I mean, let's be honest here. But that was certainly an interesting way to start off the episode. But the main thing was, you know, after Mingwa and Kay had their date kind of ruined by a sudden rush meeting, I think they called it. Yeah, we headed on over there and we met somebody new, William Shanklet. What was his name? Skanklet. Will. I'm just gonna call him Will. He is an associate of our of Haruka, and although they do have some differences on how they view all this stuff, they are both fighting towards the same goal of battling against the Zai and protecting humanity. that's still our common interest, even though we disagree on things like whether or not Anima should be treated like humans or just another machines, and all that. But we also got to meet a new Anima this episode. Rhino, I think was her name. They didn't say it very much, so I'm not 100% on that, but I think her name was Rhino. She seems nice. I like her. She's a fun one. She's obviously not around other Anima. Like, she doesn't have a group of them that she hangs out with like ours do. So she's probably kind of lonely and just happy to see new people, a new Anima, a new, normal person to hang out with. But she did seem quite fun. I liked her. And she even got food, which I'm sure Griepin likes her because of that. Of course. But yeah, we had discussions about this stuff, about the unmanned crafts that they're developing. Like 20 of them, I think they said. And how helpful that will be. And Griepin made some comments about how that's not really going to be all that helpful. Unless, but not a single one would be. But since they're in a group, they might be a bit more helpful. But using something like this, you kind of go in with the assumption that some of them, maybe most of them, are going to be destroyed in the battle. Like, they'll be helpful, of course, but there will be a lot of casualties, which is really the crux of the disagreement here. Haruka would never do that. Like, voluntarily go into a mission with the assumption we're going to lose a bunch, and being completely okay with that. That's really the big difference between the two of them there, and why would they have such a different method. Haruka would never do that. So that's the big thing. And we actually had a simulation, a game, where we got to try to save humanity, basically. And Kay was not too good at it, and then Griepin jumped in and did it. And it was cut pretty close, of course, but she did it, and definitely got Will's attention, and we just kind of left because he was getting a bit too handsy. We needed to, to stop that, right away. So that's how it goes. And yeah, basically talking about how the Zai are not just machines. They have thoughts and stuff that cannot be fully analyzed, and we have to get to understand them as like people, sort of, rather than trying to figure out some algorithm to deal with their source code and all that. So, differences of opinions how to approach this, of course. See, that's probably all I really had to say on this one. I mean, the Will guy does kind of give me the creeps at moments, probably would not want to be alone with him. Especially if I was a machine. For sure. I know telling what he would do to me. I do feel so bad for Mingwa, though. How many times has this been that she wanted to spend time with Kay and then suddenly he just couldn't do it? For some reason, it sucks for her. She's just not important or relevant to the plot at all, and yet she's in the show. Just talk about having an existence that's just meant to be suffering. That's pretty unfortunate for her. She should, get some new friends. People to spend time with that are not plot relevant. Otherwise, I'll leave her too. But yeah, pretty good episode. Kind of hinted at some things that could be coming in the future. Talking about getting Shanghai back, I think, was the whole thing they were talking about there. And if that's the case, yeah, that's definitely a mission I would like to see. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully everything goes well. Hopefully humanity doesn't die out, and everything is great. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.